1,000 years ago, when Arana was young but not innocent, the first age of man came to an end by the meeting of a sword and a shield. The sword of Zaramoth the Unmaker, powered by a subterranean river of magic, had ruled the age by unquestioned force, until the shield of Azunai the Defender became the sword's only rival in power. They were destined to meet on the field that would forever be known as the Plain of Tears. Zaramoth commanded control of the power. Azunai longed to disperse it. Both zealots could not win. But unbeknownst to either warrior, the sword and shield had destinies of their own. The sword shattered the shield and sparked the great cataclysm. The land split open, and the souls of the warriors, ripped from their chests, rushed into the river of souls that flowed beneath the land, splintering it into 1,000 ley lines. The shockwave was felt in every part of Arana. Even the lives that were spared were changed forever. The stars shifted, and the Second Age began. All this was forgotten for centuries. The magic that was scattered on the Plain of Tears was fractured under the world, waiting with its unpredictable power. Until a young prince named Valdis followed powerful visions to the mountain fortress called Zaramoth's Horns. The dark wizards mastered the magic and granted Valdis access to the lost sword of Zaramoth, the very instrument that ended the First Age. In that instant, the Second Age fell under the sword's ominous shadow.
Voldus. We have completed our task. When can we expect our pay? Look out!
You know why I have come. I cannot give you the Aegis. I will find it, with or without your help. But it is our sacred charge. The Aegis is my destiny. And the blood of Aman-Lu is on your hands. The princess, she has taken it to Snowbrook Haven. Please, spare my people.
An age ago, Zeramoth conquered the Empire of Stars through powerful magic and an ancient sword. Only Azunai the Defender, hailing from the southern plains, resisted his power. Azunai led his people against Zeramoth's forces on the Plain of Tears. Zeramoth brought his sword against Azunai's shield. When those weapons met, the very heavens were torn asunder. The clash brought about the end time, young friend. A world was laid to waste, and an age came to a close. When the sword met the shield, the unleashed power ripped the souls from every warrior on the battlefield. Their fate was far worse than death. Their spirits were enslaved and rushed into the river of souls deep inside the earth, causing ley lines to overflow with magical energy. For centuries, these tormented spirits were trapped in crystalline form, deep within the mines of Cataract. Now, at the bidding of Voldus, these shards are being harvested by the Dark Wizards and released into the world, where the captive souls are free to fulfill their destiny. The destruction of their ancient foes, the Azunites. They take on corporeal form by possessing the bodies of man and beast, and only when these bodies are killed in battle may they at last receive peace in death.
Concentrate on the candle. It will help you to remember. Those who destroyed Voldus brought about the death of the world.
I know all this. I'm not some child
Concentrate! You must focus if you want to learn. The end time changed the face of the world. The ground erupted. The world was reborn. The very essence of magic changed. Magic is pure again. With my guidance, you can become greater than ever before. Open your mind. Let the power flow through you. That's it. Keep going.
Yes. Yes. I almost... The magic. Wait. What?
Well done.
It's too much! I can't!
Follow the ley lines.
Help me!
They're Magic will lead you to your destiny!
At the death of Valdis, the ancient fortress of Zaramoth's horns cracked and crumbled. The force of the new cataclysm shook every tree, every cave, every village. The agonized souls that emerged from the shattered ley lines were now freed from their magical shackles. And as the mountain trembled, the stars shifted and reversed their courses. So the end of the Second Age came as the first, with the meeting of the shield and the sword.
Amren returned to Ebb with Yoren and helped organize the Mining Guild's rescue expedition. He spent the rest of his life there, living amongst the dwarves. While he never regained his visions, he eventually came to terms with his loss. Daru returned to the Dryad outpost and took Celia's place as the new warden. She found herself missing the lifestyle of an adventurer. A few years later, she led a small group of fanatic followers to the northern reaches to begin a new life as captain of Queen Eva's elite rangers. Eva returned to the northern reaches to begin the process of rebuilding her kingdom and was crowned queen a few years later. Despite her advisor's objections, she continued to personally lead her army for many years. Finala went back to Omenlu and became the leader her people desperately needed. Under her influence, Danadel became a respected warrior as well, and together they reclaimed the elves' territory in the Vailutra and Vaikesh forests. Lothar wandered Arana aimlessly for a number of years, traveling from town to town and helping people rebuild their homes. Eventually, he discovered the way to the Agallan peaks. He spent the rest of his life studying with the Agallans. Ressa delved into the world of the Spider Watchers Guild, eventually becoming one of the most infamous assassins in history, and every corrupt or unjust noble feared her name. Sartan returned to the Dryad outpost and offered to help the Dryads cope with their loss. Surprisingly, they readily accepted his help, but only when it came to drudgery. As hopeful as ever, Sartan found himself promising to do much more than he bargained for. Tar remained with the Glory Deep Dwarves for a few years, using her compassion to help them rebuild their lives. In her later years, she became a highly respected nature mage and scholar and served as an advisor to Queen Eva. Vix became known far and wide for his amazing feats of combat. However, with all the shocks of his life, his mind never really recovered. He was last seen wildly running into a massive pack of Clasks, shouting Zeria's name at the top of his lungs. Yoren returned to Ebb with Amren to inform the Mining Guild of the fate of the Glory Deep miners. He enjoyed a long career as a highly respected judge and became widely known for his wisdom and fairness.
History will remember them as the heroes of the Third Age. There is hope in the land of Arana, and the future is bright.